Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. This is my favorite time of the month, and it just so happens that this month, this Tuesday, lands on the first of the month, which is when we release our big release of products. As you know, every following Tuesday in the month, and if you don't know, welcome. I'm going to tell you. We also release additional products throughout the month, but they're smaller little releases, but they're really good this month because it's my birthday month. So let me say my hellos. Hello Karen, hello Ellen, hello Penny, hello Brandon, hello Jerry, hello Heather, hello Crazy Cat Lady, hello Ellen. Hi everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. I'm very excited because we are talking about new release today, which is a big deal, especially when new release lands on the same time that I go live for the first time of the month. So tonight, just as a heads up, I'm going to try to make 1 to 2 cards. Probably one is all we're probably going to get away with, just simply because I have a lot to review with you tonight. We really pulled out all of the stops this month when it comes to the release, as well as the inspiration box. I have all my cheat sheet information here, but it is a huge release, and we also have a brand spanking new subscription to talk about, a new subscription bundle to talk about. Actually, let's talk about those first. So, first and foremost, we just sneakily launched the paper pad of the month yesterday. So the paper pad of the month is $10. That includes your freight. So remember, I think the lowest freight we have at Brutus Monroe is like, I don't know, $4 or something, $4.50, $4.75. There are, you will get one paper pad every month. That paper pad will generally coincide with what has happened throughout, or what the releases are throughout the month. This one happens to coincide with our Spring Fling event that is happening at the end of this month. It is a beautiful paper pad. I will show you it when we get down to the table. And you can purchase it independently with your other subscriptions, or you can purchase it. You might, Alan. That's actually a good point. She said, if you're not on YouTube, she said, do we have to hire security for all the eggs behind me? I think that these eggs are long spoiled if that is the case. With that being said, you can either get the $10 monthly paper pad that includes your freight as well as the paper pad, or you can get what we have that's brand new, and it's called the whole shebang. So with that, you will receive Stamp Club Plus, embossing powder of the month, stencil of the month, paper pad of the month, the inspiration box, and there's one thing that I'm missing. What am I missing? There's one item from that. You receive all 6. You receive all of the top subscriptions for the big caboodle, or not caboodle, the big I keep thinking caboodle because I'm thinking of like all things. The whole shebang, and that is $75, freight included. So you can dive them up. Thank you, Sandy. You can now get every single subscription that we offer for $75 a month, freight included. So that's probably going to be your best deal possible out there, period. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can go ahead and, are there add-ons for Spring Flingers? Everything's in the box, Jerry. Everything's in the box. We're going to send out a list of things that we would like for you to have, but everything's in the box. So yeah, so you will get all of the things. Now, again, welcome, Candy. Again, remember, if you want to change out your subscription or anything like that, you can now do that through your subscription portal. So everybody, please say a huge thank you to Chris, the other Chris that works here. I'm not sure if he's watching. He might not be watching live, but he is our brilliant behind-the-scenes IT analyst, fixer. I can't remember what his exact title is, but he made it so that you are now, if you are a subscriber, I mean, even if you're not a subscriber, you can still go in there. When you log into your account and you click on the account at the very top now, and there's going to be a video that we're going to launch showing you all of this, but at the very top, you will see a tab that says subscriptions. That is your brand spanking new, beautiful subscription dashboard. When will it ship? The paper pad of the month ships, it will begin shipping Friday. It will begin shipping on Friday. And we only have 100 spots to start. That is it. Oh, did I also mention we will never sell this paper pad outside of the subscription? That is it. If we have any extra, we'll figure out something to do with them. Hopefully we don't, because our goal is 100 subscribers to the paper pad of the month this month. But if we will never sell it outside. We will never sell it outside of. So you're not going to find it at like another. It's our first ever like exclusive to Brutus Renard. We're going to try to start doing that with some of our other subscriptions. It's our first exclusive to you product. So once you see it, if you love it as much as I think you're going to love it, make sure you grab it. Again, it will only be available in that subscription. Make sure to check out your subscription dashboard. If you're a subscriber, you're going to love it. It is so beautiful. You can see next subscription. You can change your subscriptions. You can skip a subscription. There are so many great things there. I want you to go ahead and make sure you check it out. So, all right, any questions about the subscriptions? We're going to head down to the table and we're going to talk about everything we have this month. But do we have any questions about subscriptions before we get started? It is the best month ever, huh? So many birthdays. I got to turn on the fuse because I have something fun to share with you. Something very fun to share with you. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get started. So first and foremost, I have my little cheat sheet here, so I'm going to make sure that I say everything that's on here. All right. Well, let's talk about this paper pad of the month, shall we? So let's start there. And let me grab a marker. Oh, that's not a marker. So I could cross off things as I talk about them, okay? Oh, thank you. So we're going over the paper pad of the month right now. So we already did the shebang and the dashboard. Oh, I'm doing good. All right. So let's talk about the brand new. Yes, we're doing a little bit of rebranding in 2025 at our 10-year mark. I think that's exciting. So let me hold on. This basket's gonna fly across the room. All right. So this is the paper pad of the month. So the paper pad of the month, every month is going to change. And this month it is called Spring Wings. This is my sample that I use to kind of draw all over and I approve the final design. So let's go ahead and take a look. So this is the front of the front cover. Then it will always tell you again what it coincides with or what it matches. This month it's Rouge, Midnight, Aubergine, Cabbage, Lagoon, and Flamingo. Okay. And let's take a look at the pad. So you'll notice the way that this is designed is it's similar to one of the paper pads that you are getting in the Spring Fling box. But this one has these beautiful rougings of butterflies. So this is page 1. Then we have page 2. Look at how these beautiful butterflies are just intermixed inside of this paper. Here's the third page. I just think it's so pretty. Okay, fourth page. Fifth page, and look at how the butterflies are worked inside of the flowers. You can see them kind of peeking out. Sixth page, just love these colors. Seventh page. Eighth page. Everything is included. Everything is included. We are going to make a suggested list of things, but everything is included. I believe this is the 9th page. So you'll see there are also plain patterns that match the colors. Let me grab one that has all the colors in it. I think this is the one that has all the colors. So what we also do is we design, so you have like B pages, okay? So that's that. That's why, oh, well, thank you, Ellen. That's why we had to do a paper pad of the month, because it just made sense, because I love paper. Oh my goodness, do I love paper. Then we have this one again that matches. And then we have our final page. Again, they all match together. I'm going to show you all sorts of cool things to do with them. Then we have our inside final page. You always get this one that has everything. No, Amy, I'm just getting started. And then this is the back. Okay? So that is this month's paper pad of the month. It is called Spring Wings. Love that. Love that, love that, love that. All right, let's talk about the incentive stamp for this month. Did y'all love the incentive stamp last month? I think you did because it sold out. It completely sold out. Very quickly. Very, very quickly. All right. So the incentive stamp this month, let me zoom in before we flip it over. You can only get this if you spend $60 or more in the month of April. And this will kind of kick off the look and feel of this month's release, which is oh so fun. So fun. So fun. Did a lot of you get the ones from last year? I mean, last month? I think a lot of you did. I mean, I know a lot of you did. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. It is called Brighter Day. And look at this stamp. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. So it says here, you make my day brighter and thank you for sharing your world. And then look at this. So it's a rainbow. This is probably the one this might be the one we use tonight. I'm not 100% certain yet. It has the little smiley face and the little heart. And then you have this stamp in the middle. Now, of course, we have the SVGs for everything this month. We did not do, so this, I'll show you how this fits perfectly when we stamp it. We did not do dies for everything this month because I told you last month, if the dies did not do super well, we were going to pause another month and kind of go from there. Because the cutting dies, I know that a lot of you guys love them, but I'm going to be honest with you, they're not. We have to get too many of them. So until we see a rise in coordinating die purchases, we're gonna take a little pause on that again. But the SVGs are available for all of them. Okay. So this is the Brighter Day. If you spend $60 or more for on any purchase at brutusmonroe.com, doesn't matter if it's our product or someone else's, you will get this in your cart completely free. Completely free. Okay? Yep, maybe 2 until I call it and told just nothing anyone I must order more than once. I love that. Okay, so let's go ahead. So I did the promo stamp. Oh, also, right now, if you make a purchase for this new release, we are doing the egg tray again that everybody loved last week because we have something extra special next week for my birthday. So we are doing the egg tray again tomorrow. If you make your purchase tonight, remember, you will be entered for the egg tray tomorrow, okay? And I think that's for every $25, if I remember correctly. And then the last thing on my little note card is the Create Your Own Ending event. If you have not signed up yet for the Create Your Own Ending event, the early bird pricing is through April, okay? In May, it will go to regular pricing. Did you ever find the dies for the... We did not find them yet. No, Amy. But I believe they might be coming back next month. Keep your eyes peeled. The early bird pricing is happening right now for the Create Your Own Ending event. It will go up $50 in May. So please go ahead and take a look at that. I am teaching this year with all of our licensed team members, meaning places that I have licensing with, or we have licensed together, I guess you could say. So Unity Stamps, whom is one of my absolute favorites, Miss Witt and Ange, I'll be teaching with them. Then we have my dear sweet friend Sue from ThermoWeb, so we'll be talking all about foil. Then we have my dear sweet friend at Pink and Main, Michelle. She will be teaching with us as well, and we love her cutesy fun designs. And then last but not least, I have a special sneaky guest that we will talk about closer to the event. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get started with subscriptions. Let's start with subscriptions, okay? So by a show of hands, who is a member of the Die of the Month Club? Put your hands up if you are a member of the Die of the Month, or put a thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh, well, Joyful Creations, I'm so excited about that. I am glad to eat dinner with you. So this month's Die of the Month is a really fun one. I'm very excited about it because do you all remember the other week, or was this last month or 2 months ago? Do you remember when I was cutting out all of these strips and I told you, wouldn't it be great if we had a die that cut all of these out? Do you remember when I said that? And I really tried hard not to spill the beans, so to speak. I'm not very good at not spilling the beans, but I did. So here is this month's Die of the Month. So it's called Silly Strips. And the reason I called it Silly Strips is because you are receiving 3 different sizes. One is a 1/2 inch, one is a 1/4 inch, one is an 1/8 of an inch. But the leading strip is a little bit smaller than that. And that's because it needs to be that way to fit on your card. Again, we'll talk about it when we use this. We may use this tonight. I'm not 100% certain. But it's called Silly Strips. And it is 3 different strips that you need. But you'll see the leading one on each one is a little bit larger. And that's, again, because you won't be able to tell. I mean, when you're making your cards. But that is because we needed to make sure that it all fit across an A2 size card. Again, it's math, but the one is just a slight bit bigger, but you'll see that whenever you do it. So this is the Silly Strips, and let me just show you very quickly. I have a little example. So this is the 1/2 inch, this is the 1/4 inch, and then this is your little baby 1/8 of an inch, and then this is what they look like stacked up together. It's gonna be kind of hard to see that, but I love using the 1/8 of an inch. I just want to cut out a gajillion little silver or gold pieces of cardstock like this, so that the glitter cardstock, so that you can have just that little thing in the center. I think that that's going to be super, super great. So if you're a Die of the Month subscriber, you will receive the Brutus Renault Silly Strips die set to your mailbox. This is only $15 a month. I could tell you that next year, if not the last quarter of this year, the Die of the Month pricing is going to change a little bit. I mean, $15 is unheard of and insanity. So, hello, Carolyn. So this is $15 a month shipped if you want the Die of the Month, and that will come on out to you. All right, so that is the Silly Strips if you are a member. If you are not, you can become a member. All right. Next up, let's do the stencil of the month, shall we? Hold on, let's do the stamp of the month. Let's do the stamp of the month because I want to show you how this works. So, Stamp Club, or let's do stamp of the month first, and then we'll talk about Stamp Club Plus, okay? Can you tell I'm excited about this month's releases? Can you tell? I think you can. Maybe. Can you? All right. So let's go ahead and take out the Stamp of the Month, and then we're going to talk about the Stamp Club Plus, because we have a new product for Stamp Club Plus this month. So the Stamp of the Month goes again with our theme, and I want it to be very simple. It's just called Be Okay. So sometimes you just need to send someone a card or a little tag or something that just said everything is going to be okay. And then I love the okay little glove here. And again, it says everything is going to be okay. Isn't that great for Stamp Club? But we also have Stamp Club Plus in this month. So Stamp Club Plus every month, you get something extra with your stamp. This month, it's a really cool new product. So these are our brand new swatch palettes, aqua swatch palettes. So do Can you have any idea what this could possibly be? Any ideas? Any idea? So this is the palette from this month. So this is this month's palette. So this is the palette that we're running with. So this is our swatch palette. Kelly, you got it. So what you do is you take your little water brush. It doesn't have to be a water brush. You can just use a regular brush. And you're going to let's make sure we got a little water coming out of here. Okay. So this is our this brush is kind of dirty, but what you do is you take your swatch palette and you're going to go in, and this is how you're going to pick up your color. Look at how beautiful that blue is, okay? And you can just take this and you can continually lift up your color. You can make it darker if you want. You're just going to go in and you're going to grab your color. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, so that's our first blue color. Then we can go in, again, you're just going to pick up your color. Make sure you grab a good amount of it. So that's a little bit lighter. See how that's lighter? And don't worry, we are going to have more little swatch palettes coming out like this. They're going to be a little bit different. You're getting a deluxe one for the as a Stamp Club Plus. And then we can grab this one here, which again is even lighter. And this is plenty. See how light that one is in comparison? This is plenty of ink. I guess watercolor. I'm calling it ink because I keep thinking of ink, but this is plenty of watercolor to get you started. And we're going to talk all about how this works in an upcoming live. See that? See how cool that is? And then you're going to go in and you're going to have all of your colors, okay? So you're going to go in and you're going to, some of your colors are going to be more saturated than others, but this is your palette. And you're going to have tons of ink on here, okay? There's our orange. And then we have an even lighter orange, okay? And this is made on our cotton paper. And that's so that you can get the best transfer. And then there's our even lighter orange. But you can see they're all different. But you can also blend them. Isn't that cool? A really fun way to play. So this again is, well, you know me and my watercolor, Kelly. I love watercolor. So this is your BOK little swatch palette, okay? And you are going to get this completely included with your Stamp Club Plus this month, which I love. Isn't that fun? So that is Stamp Club Plus. All right, now let's talk about embossing powder of the month, shall we? And then we'll go on to the stencil of the month. So this month, it is called Lava Lamp Glow. And if you had a lava lamp, like I had a lava lamp, an aqua pigment is our watercolor. That's our watercolor. Stencil of the month, Penny, can you remind me, do you have it there? Which one it is? It doesn't say on my cheat sheet which one it is. So this is Lava Lamp Glow. This really is a serious glow that looks like, I mean, what would be inside of a lava lamp. And again, this is the embossing powder of the month. Okay, it's so pretty. And I know for a fact that our dear sweet Candy is going to swatch that out for you. Because Geo leaves. Okay, good. She always swatches that out for you. All right, so let's grab our stencil of the month. And then, yeah. Stencil of the month, and then we'll go in the inspiration box, and then we'll talk about all the extra items we have. So this month it is called Geo Leaves. And these Geo Leaves, we're going to have a lot of fun doing some really cool masking with them. I'm going to show you how you can take some of the Brutus Monroe masking paper, and we're going to be able to mask off several of these. I have a project already planned. I'm going to show you how you can take your masking paper. You're going to be able to take your masking paper, and I'm going to show you, so obviously this just peels off the back like this. But I'm going to be able to show you faces, and then this masking paper just peels off because it is removable. But we're going to cut this in strips. I'm going to show you all sorts of really cool stuff. But that is the stencil of the month. And it is called Geo Leaves. Okay. All right. Did I miss any subscriptions? Or are we good to go to the inspiration box? Are we ready for the inspiration box? I guess is what I should say. Love these products. Thank you, Fran. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I don't think I missed anything. Good to go? Okay. So let's go ahead and I was just waiting for any answers. Oh, my inspiration box doesn't have a sticker on it. That's rude. It probably has one on the inside. That's why. Yep. Okay. So you'll notice that now with the inspiration boxes, the bag has the sticker and not the box because sometimes we ship everything out separately. So I'll show you what that looks like. So, yay. Oh my goodness. Look. It's, oh my goodness. It's so good this month. It's called Groovy Darling. Groovy Darling. So let's take a look at what you are getting this month. Oh my gosh, by golly. It's a good one. It's a real good one. All right. So let's go ahead and open this up. And we will go through everything you're receiving because, boy, you are loaded this month. All right, so I guess let's start with the elephant in the room and let's talk about the die you're getting this month. So this die this month, you'll notice it kind of matches a lot of the things that are in the box, and we'll talk about those other things in a moment. But this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful oval, kind of oval, more of a pill-shaped die set. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 dies on this die set. And are you ready to see what it looks like in concentric circles? This is what it can cut out. Isn't that crazy? We got to cover up the glitter stock because it's messing up the thing. So you are getting this giant die set with 16 dies in the box. We did it this month because it is my birthday month and we thought you needed something real spectacular. So that is the oval, the kind of pill-shaped that you're getting in the box. And you're going to see how we're going to cut them in half and create rainbows and all sorts of different things. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. All right. Next, let's take a look at the card panel. So this month, for the first month in a very long time, we are doing full color card panel. Well, let's look at the paper first, and then let's go to the card panels. All right. So we have one. So this is phone book, one sheet, a phone book. 2, we have 1 sheet of cabbage. And then last but not least, you are getting a piece of brown butter. Okay. Then again, you are getting a piece of glitter stock. This is that Frostbite glitter stock. We cannot give you enough of it. We love it so much. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 card bases. Yes, Ellen, I wanted to make sure they were very, very close together in size so you could do so many different things. Then you are getting these full color. 1, 2. Let me show you them first. Look at how fun those are. And the color palette all matches. You'll notice, did you see how, ta-da, it all matches this month. Thank you, Fran. Then look at this one. And then look at this one. And then look at this one. Oh, that was so much. So these are the card panels, all right? Oh, I still don't know where my transfer sheet went. I was going to look for that because we're going to do some foil transferring. We might just have to use a piece of copy paper again. My transfer sheets go missing, I mean, literally daily. And I think it's just because I use them and then I'm done with it and then I set it somewhere. And then someone, most likely, because my dear, sweet, wonderful team constantly keeps me in check by like putting things places so I don't lose them, then I lose them. So we're just gonna use a piece of this paper. So I want to show you, because you're also receiving in your kit by popular demand 2 sheets of the Brutus Monroe Magical Shattered Glass. Isn't that great? I sure was. So I'm going to show you. We have this. So normally, do you see this lighter area? Normally that lighter area would not foil, okay? But the way that we did this time is we created it so the whole thing should foil. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cut this down, and I'm going to show you how cool this rainbow shatter glass is. Pop this in here. Okay, and we're going to run this through. And I'm going to show you what it looks like, okay? After that's done. So you are going to receive 2 sheets. Of that shattered. Okay. Next, let's talk about the stamp, and then we'll go to now. Let's do the paper pad. Flower Power is the name of the paper pad. This, if you love this palette and you love these patterns, you're really, really going to love this month's inspiration box. It is super, super fun, and you can really use it really for a gajillion different things. You do not have to use it for just, for groovy things, so to speak. Okay, so this paper pad you can purchase outside of the box as well, and it is called Flower Power, okay? So here's the first page. Let's do it like this. Page 1, look at this. How fun. 1, 2, I love this one because it's open. You can use this, in any way you want. 3, 4, this pattern is repeated. 5, 6, okay, so then we repeat. These look like Lucky Charms, huh? Disco balls and a giant rainbow pattern, and then I believe that's the last one. Yep. So much this month that you can do. I think you're going to have a ton of fun. I promise you're going to have a ton of fun. And I know, I can tell you for sure that we are going to have a ton of fun using this because I have so many things planned, so many ideas. We're going to have a lot of fun. So that is the paper pad. Let me put the paper pad away because, whoops, that's not right. Hold on. Let me put it away correctly so that I don't get mixed up. There we go. I mean, that's correct adjacent at least. All right. Luckily, I have a pretty easy card planned for tonight. Because if not, we'd be in big trouble because we have a lot going on. All right. So let me peel back and show you that full foiling that happens now. Are you ready? Ready, set. 1, 2, 3, go. I mean, come on. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? And you will receive 2 sheets in the box, but we just got a full stock of this, a full inventory of this in. So you'll be able to purchase it separately as well. All right. Then last but not least, you get a full 6x8 stamp set. And boy, do I love this stamp set. So we have this really cool rainbow that I'm going to show you how to use that and kind of tie it in and do it behind something. Good vibes. We have the little disco ball. We have 2 of the flowers. We have the butterfly. We have love. We have a shooting star. We have a little smile that you can put on the shooting star or any of the flowers. We have a couple little flowers, these pieces, you'll notice they match. You know how I tried to, the die of the month I already did, Susan. I could show it again, though. Hold on. To the very bottom of my pile. So the die of the month is silly strips. So it does these strips for you. Quarter inch, half inch, 1/8 of an inch, and they are 8 1/4 tall. So they fit on your cutting pads and they do these really cool strips, okay? So again, with your with your stamp, you'll notice, and I hope that this is still, it is. Do you recognize these shapes? Everything matches. So you are able, it makes it so simple and so easy for you to really create anything. Okay, whoopsies. All right, we're going to put that in later. We got too much to do to be messing around with that. And then look at these flowers. I love these flowers so much. These big, beautiful, bold flowers, sunflowers and tulips. And we have smile down here. It's a great stamp set. And again, this one is called Good Vibes. Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Okay, that is the inspiration box. But oh, by gosh, by golly, do we have so much more to share with you. And I'm super excited about that. All right, let me check off everything that we've done so far. All right, are you ready for the rest of the release? I mean, it's going to take us an hour just to get through the release. And how many of you are shopping along with me tonight? We're going to go into stamps next. All right, let me zoom in a little bit here. Whoopsies, that's a zoom out. And let's start talking about stamps. All right, so our first stamp that we're going to review, and we're trying to do more affordable stamps for you this year. Some of the 4x4s are a little bit, I think they're only $9.99. So we are trying to make, we're trying to get some more affordable things for you this year. The first one is called Love Planters, okay? Look at these groovy little floral planters. Can you even stand it? How fun and how cool are these? So they are little planters that you can line up. You can do them, in so many different ways. And ignore this, please, at the top. It says 5 pieces because originally these 4 were connected. And for some reason in manufacturing, I don't know when it happened, they got disconnected. So there's not 5 pieces. There are actually 8 pieces. So you have to ignore that. The packaging is incorrect. Then we have congrats, hello, sending you so much love and thinking of you. Again, you can use these little wonky, funky, fun planters in any way you see fit. And I just think that is super, super fun. So that is called Love Planters. All right. Next, we have gorgeous butterflies. This is not in the inspiration box. No. This is separate. The last thing I showed from the inspiration box was the big stamp set. Okay. And on the website, if you are scrolling at producernode.com and you're looking in the new category, it will say Inside Inspiration. There's a little like tag there. All right. Now we have gorgeous butterflies. So you'll notice in these butterflies, there are some real fun illustrations. There are some flowers and hearts inside of them, but we have Celebrate Today. Hello, gorgeous, and you make me smile. How fun and how exciting are those? I love them so much. All right. Next up. You all loved our kitties and puppies so much last month that we had to bring you some more. So let's start with Kitty Heart. So look at these kitty cats. So look at how they're all snuggled up together. Let me zoom in here. So these little kitty cats are all snuggled up in a heart shape. And then we have these little kitty cats that are peeking. These would be great on an envelope. These would be phenomenal on an envelope. Then we have Thank You for Helping Me Out. Me Out. I think that's hilarious. So that's Kitty Heart. And then we also have Puppy Heart. Look at these puppies in the shape of a heart. I love them. And then the puppy's peeking. And then it says, heard you had a rough day. I love it. Heard you had a rough day. I think that's so perfect. All right. And those are the bonus add-on stamps. I like the sentiments on the small sets a little bigger, more fun. Yes. Now let's talk about the stencils, shall we? All right, so let me pull them all out because there's quite a few here. I'm trying to go in order of how my cheat sheet is. All right, let's look at Urban Jungle. Let's zoom out a little bit. So Urban Jungle, whoops, that's in, is a beautiful, beautiful, funky floral. Again, it has the pot, and then it has all these really cool pieces coming out of the plants. And then we have our florals there. Okay, so that is Urban Jungle. Then we have the Sunset stencil. So you can see how this radiates up. You can do different colors. You can, you can cross, put these up as little maskings. And then we also have the sister to that, which is Ring of Fire. Okay, two beautiful, beautiful stencils, A2 stencils. Okay. And then, last but not least, we have an incredible layering stencil, and this is called Daisy Chain. You can thank our dear sweet Nick. He now puts these beautiful label stickers on the front to show you what it looks like when it's completed. And this one, you'll see, is a layering stencil. It's a 4-piece layering stencil. So we have these first checker pieces. Then our final checker pieces. Then we have these flowers and those flowers. We're going to talk more about this whenever we actually create with it. We love a 4-piece layering stencil. I mean, I do. I hope you do too. And yeah, I think that's a lot of fun. I think that's so much fun. So, all right, let's go ahead and close that puppy up. And those are our stencils. So are you all ready for this month's creative cards? I'm super excited about them. I'm so excited, so excited about them. Because we do have some more cardstock and stuff to show as well. So let me go ahead and cross off the things that I've done so that I do not forget. And I can't wait to make a card with you. Oops, I didn't do this yet. This is next. All right. So we have such an incredible... So this particular set of creative cards, I'm super excited about because we reached out to 2 of our inspiration team members that were taking our original creative cards and turning the girls into these beautiful ebony enchantresses. And I kept looking at their cards, and I was like, oh my goodness, they're so beautiful. But I don't want them to have to do anything to change the cards. Like, I want them to just have a set of cards for themselves, that they don't have to change anything about them. They can just use them and love them. So I spoke to our two ebony enchantresses that are on our inspiration team, and they gave us their blessing once we got everything figured out and got all the artwork completed. And now we have this incredible Radiant Roots creative cards pack. So, oh my goodness, and it's so beautiful. So let's go through them. This has turned out to be one of our most popular already. We're already sold through a little more than half of the original inventory. And so this is the beautiful backer, okay? The beautiful backer that we have, and we always say that you can kind of clip this off at the bottom and you can go ahead and frame this if you would like. But let's go ahead and let's take a look through them, shall we? Oh my goodness, I love them all so much. And they are all like from different time periods. They all have different, we love the flowers. The flowers we have loved for a while, as well as the butterflies. And these are all shades. So we wanted to make sure that everyone possible could be represented. I love this like kind of deco art. Oh my goodness, do I love this one. I mean, it's really hard to find one that I don't love, to tell you the truth. And you get 36 cards in a pack. I love them so much. Oh, I love that one too. I mean, I approved the artwork so long ago that I forget. I forget what the artwork is. Oh, yes, you could, Ellen. So that is the beautiful Radiant Roots. Radiant Roots cards. And we're going to put her in front because I love her. And we just recently restocked the rainy day ones because they went so fast. And we have another set coming out this month. Y'all have really been loving the creative cards this year, and we so appreciate it because we do love bringing them to you. And then, of course, on the back, it is going to show you all of the cards. So just absolutely beautiful. I love them. Make sure, grab 2 packs. Don't grab 1 because they sell out quick, and we'll be hard pressed to bring them back into stock. All right, so we already did the Flower Power paper pad. We are 1 step ahead. Now let's talk about the Orange Glow paper pad, which I had everything to do with because I really wanted a groovy orange paper pad. So sorry everybody if you don't love orange, but I do, and it's my birthday, and I'll cry if I want to. So this is the Orange Glow. On the back, it will work with Pink Flamingo, Lagoon, Jack-o'-lantern, and Macchiato, and look at how cute those little flowers are. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so just beautiful hints of, 6. Beautiful hints of color, and it is all that orange glow, which we love. I love orange too. It's my absolute favorite color in the whole wide world. Okay. Oh, thank you, Fran. I appreciate it. I do love what I do. I really love what I do. All right, so let me go ahead. Whoopsies. I don't want that to get stuck there. All right. There we go. Done. Check. Next. What do we have next? My goodness gracious. Okay, we have, oh my goodness, I'm excited. We have, let's do the Flower Power card panel, shall we? and then we'll move on to the glitter glaze, and then we'll talk about the washi. Yep, we'll be on a good spot. Okay, so this month, I wanted to create something for you that you could literally just grab and go, create a card, and be on your way. So these are the brand new foilable card panels, and these are called Flower Power. So we have Stay Groovy, already pre-printed for you. Stay Groovy and foilable. Look at these flowers. Can you stand it? Then we have Flower Power, and then we have Good Vibes Only. Okay, that's a set of 8. You get 2 of each, and you can purchase these separately, or you can, oh my goodness, what's that label is crooked as the day is long. And these are available as a separate purchase. I would suggest, oh, they lined up with how they were in the bag. That's why they weren't centered in the bag. So you can grab those as your separate purchase as well. All right, let's talk about the washi sheets and then the Motel Sunset glitter glaze. And then we have one more thing. And then I can't believe it. Oh my goodness, we're at over an hour. They are foilable. They sure are. All right, here are the free-spirited washi sheets. If you love the washi sheets, you're going to love this month's washi sheet. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 washi sheets, so you get 20 total in the pack. We have like things like these daisies. We have these wide set daisies. We have the beautiful, really, really fun, and we rarely have it go in the up and down direction. Or the, I guess you would say, the vertical direction. We have the incredible disco ball. More of those daisies. We have this really fun checkered pattern. We have the, I keep calling them Lucky Charms, but they're not Lucky Charms. We have our Flower Power. We have more of our daisy friends. More of that rainbow background. And then, of course, our daisies on the checker. So, I mean, again, we're really, really staying with a theme here. And I can't wait to create with all these. I mean, doesn't it just make you happy? It makes me happy, these different things. All right. Now, this is a brand new color mix of glitter glaze. This is called Motel Sunset. So let's zoom in here. Peel off the top. Remember, we always have this little safety lid in there. And look at that color. Again, it doesn't get more Motel Sunset-y than that. And remember our glitter glaze, it's like the blizzard. But look at how, oh, and our glitter glazes smell so good. Look how fun. Love that. We'll be using that this month as well. That is, again, the Motel Sunset glitter glaze. All right. And then last but not least, you know that I couldn't bring you a release this month and not bring you one of our favorite things that we've started to, that we've released so far this year, other than the creative cards. And that is our duo foilable sheets. Is it to put your aqua pig on it all day? Oh, is it to put your aqua pig on to see the colors? What, my friend? What? Oh, or you must have rewound and you're not live anymore. This thing already has the aqua pigment printed onto it. All right, so these are the new duo foils. This is what I'm going to use tonight to create with. We might actually be able to just whip up 4 cards. Who knows? Who knows where the wind might take me. So with the duo foils, you always get one sheet that is fully printed in color for your patterns. And then the second sheet is always going to be printed anywhere that there's black, with the exception this month we did something a little different down here in this corner. We're going to talk about that soon. But anything that's printed here is going to, when you actually I don't know what the word I'm looking for. When you actually run it through your laminator or your press or whatever you have, it is going to change the color. And it's going to look really, really cool. Okay? So, let's go ahead and cut these apart. Remember, when these are printed, when the secondary ones are printed, they are printed so that you are it's already printed to cut it down to an A2, the A2 layering size, okay? And look what else is back in stock. The Disco transfer, that's what we're going to use for this, okay? So if you are confused, I will enlighten you on how these work. These, whenever we first launched them, these sold out in like 2 seconds. So we have, don't worry, we have a lot this time. But this is what we're going to use to make our, I think we'll make 3 cards. How about that? Let's do 3 cards. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this down. So we're going to go right to 4 1/4. Okay, and then 5 1/2. That'll be our center point, okay? And remember, this is printed because you're gonna, we're assuming you're gonna cut off this piece, okay? But wait till you see how good this is gonna look. Okay, and again at 5 1/2. And I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with these guys. I'm so excited. All right, so I'm gonna already just cut this down to 4. Okay, by 5 1/4. We'll cut a little bit off of this side. And I'm going to do this one in rainbow, I think. Because why not? Oops, what in tarnation happened there? I really jacked that up. That's okay. We'll pretend that didn't happen. And then again at 4 by 5 1/4. Oh, I see. Okay, and you could just leave it like that. Isn't that cool the way that's printed? Oh, whoopsie, I forgot about that. I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and cut this one down to, just cut a little bit off of the top. I need a new blade, I think, is what the problem is. I believe that is where the problem lies. We'll probably be going till 8 tonight, so buckle up, buttercups. So yeah, 5. Oh no, it should be 5 1/4, huh? So let's cut this down now to 3 3/4. We'll just have a much bigger background on this one. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Wasn't paying attention, but that's okay. That won't hurt anything. All right, are you ready to foil? One of my absolute favorite things in the whole wide world to do. All right, so we're going to start with this guy. Let me grab my disco transfer sheet here. I think we might be able to just fit, no, we can't. All right, we're going to go ahead and pop this on top. And remember, anywhere that there is black, it is going to foil. So we're going to see a really, really cool little change here. At least I think it's cool. If you like foiling, you will also think that it's very cool. I keep grabbing for these scissors that are awful. They're getting thrown away. Oh, awesome, Penny. Oh, I'll have to go join. All right, so we're going to run this through. Tap, tap. Make sure we're all lined up. I think we are. What in tarnation? I don't want it to move because I want it to really foil the whole thing, and I think we should be good. All right. So we're going to send that one through. And then for our smiley faces, I think we'll do some lime green. Is this called lime green? Spring green. Because I think this spring green will really go with those smiles. And we carry all of these foils, of course, at Brutus Monroe. So we'll do some spring green. I need to find where my little choppy... Here it is. I know it's going to be a really fun. And plus, I get to teach with Gina in just a couple of weeks. How exciting is that? And then for the love, we're going to do this beautiful rainbow. All right. Let's go ahead and pull out our first one. Set that down there. I can't wait to pull that and show you. Now we'll put our rainbow one in. And again, these might not completely foil fully only because I'm not using a transfer sheet. Shame on me. All right, so this one should be dry enough. Are we ready? Are you all ready? Are you ready? Tell me yes or no. We'll wait for 3 yeses. We'll wait for 3 go for it. And it's always as weird picking it up because of how glittery it is, or beautiful. Okay, we have 1 yes. 2 yeses. Okay, we've got lots of yeses now. Okay, ready, set. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my goodness. Look, do you see all of our little characters in the background, and they are rainbow. It doesn't get much better than this, folks. Now, you might have to use a little bit of your tape because of how fine these lines are, but remember my trick. You just take your pixie tape, and it's going to peel off all of those little pieces that you don't want stuck on there, and it will make it even clearer. So see that there? Isn't that amazing? You can still see the rainbow underneath. Now, excuse me, this can only be done with our duo foils. That's it. All right. Next up, let's do this guy here. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my word. Look at that love, 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 love in rainbow. Again, it makes it look so unique and so different because we have the printing underneath. Okay, we ready for the last one? And then I have to go run and I have to grab my punch that I forgot. 1, 2, 3, go. Look at those little lime green smiles. Oh my word. I love it so much. All right, I'm going to go grab my punch and I'll be right back. And we're going to whip up 3 cards real quick, shall we? Okay, I got my punch that I forgot about. All right. You sure could use the negative. You sure could. You could do all these little smiley faces. All right, so the reason I wanted to grab my punch is because I created this particular little panel here to work with a 1-inch punch. Now, I have a 1-inch scallop punch because that's what we sell at Brutus Monroe. But if you have a 1-inch circle punch, that'll work too. But look at how this makes these little like stickers, kind of, quote unquote. Look at how perfect that is. So if you have a 1-inch punch, circle punch like this, this just happens to be a 1-inch scallop punch. And this is what we sell at Brutus Monroe. So if you want one, you can get it here at Brutus Monroe, and you can punch out all these little doodads and use them on your cards. This is the punch I had to go grab from the other room. But isn't that great? You just pop these with your sentiments. Look how easy they are to pop out of there. All right, we're going to have to do a little finagling to get these ones. But isn't that fun? Or if you have a 1-inch punch. There may be several of you out there that already have a 1-inch punch. But I just love the scallop look of this because it kind of ties in with the whole flowers, you know? So easy. So easy. And if you have another punch that's just a circle, it will work with that too. Just you're looking for a 1-inch punch. All right, so there's all of our little pieces. So now let's move these out of the way. What I'm probably going to do is for this one, I'm probably going to do something where I just we'll see. All right, but I want to start with this guy here. Because this guy here, I am going to use a little piece of vellum. And I know you're all going to freak out about that. But remember, when we use vellum on top of our foil, it just makes it look cooler, in my opinion. Now, you may hate it, but we're going to do an oval of foil. But see how it just turns it white? So it's still going to look really cool, but we need something to offset this a little bit. So I'm going to take my brand new die set. This is the die set that, again, comes with your inspiration box. Mine has already been cut apart. Thank you, Nick. And we're going to use, I'd say this size would be pretty good. Yeah. So this size, you love how I'm just like, this size. So this size is 2 1/4 by about 3 1/2. Okay. And we're going to cut this out. But I do need to stamp, so let me stamp real quick. My husband was hearing the 1-inch punch. If you are only doing a 1-inch punch, I can tell you right now, you're not getting very far. You're gonna lose that fight. You are going to definitely lose that fight, my friends. All right, so let's go ahead and let's use our free incentive stamp because look, I mean, you would think that I did all of this on purpose, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, I did. This fits perfectly inside of here, and then we can give it a little, you'll see. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think for our first card for the month, or first cards for the month, we're really going to knock it out of the park, okay? So let's grab our stick and stamp mat with our Misty, and let's get to stamping. Remember, the SVGs are only 99 cents for the stamps. If you're into that kind of thing, I am. I love the SVGs. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp our little friend down. First things first, let's plop we'll plop this right in the center here. Make sure everything's pushed in the corner. Then we're going to place our stamp right on top. Oh, we're done with our foiler. We're done with our fuse, so let's go ahead and turn that off. All right, and then we can go ahead and stamp this down. We should only need, well, we can do more than one, just in case. Because I think we're going to use this on the other cards too. Might as well get us really started on the freebie first, right? 84 cents. All right, I went a little bit high on that, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. All right, so there's our little incentive stamp. That's the first one. Let me go ahead and, do you see what I was just about to do? I forgot y'all were here. I forgot I had company. I was just going to clean that off with my hand. My goodness. I forgot that I had company. All right, that's probably gonna make things not wonderful because I just used a paper towel. Remember when I used a paper towel last time? The travesty that happened. All right, so let's try to place this guy a little bit more centered. It's easier if my head gets in the way, I'm sorry. But I'm just trying to line everything up. I think that's gonna be pretty good. Christopher, how did you get the card to be foiled? Oh my goodness, that one's perfect. We're gonna use that one. How did I get the paper foiled in the white area? I'm not sure what you mean. Does anybody else have that question and can help me to understand? All right, we'll do one more. Yes, Shirley. Now that we have our new classroom, that is in my plans. That is in my, now that we have the new classroom, 100%. I needed a place to teach it that wasn't on like YouTube. Oh, yes. So it's just backwards. The panels are backwards from what you're used to seeing. That's a pretty good stamp too. Pretty good stamping. I'll take it. And who doesn't love a little bonus stamp, right? All right, so we're gonna let those dry real quick. And then I'm going to grab the sentiment that says, thank you for sharing your world. I have to make sure I have the right. Yep, I do. Let's see if we can get this one, my friends. It's really fun to use the SVGs in my opinion because the problem is the stamp is so sticky right now because it's brand new. I need scalpel. I need something to zhuzh it over that's not gonna stick to my finger. I'd say that's pretty good. It's a little bit off, we'll be fine. Yes, so we kind of flipped the script a little bit, so to speak, with what we did. Oh my goodness, that's almost perfection. If it's a little bit off, don't worry. It can be a tiny bit off. That's what makes it a card that you made, right? Let's try another one. First time is always a little rough because you're getting your skills into lining it up, but after that, and plus, after that, it won't stick to your fingers as much. But don't sweat it. Oh, perfect. And then I think on our last one, we're probably just going to stamp it directly onto the oval. And I'm sorry for such a long video tonight, my friends. It is just that it's launch night, so I get so excited I need to make everything, make all of the things. All right, so that should be good for stamping for right now, okay? So far, so good. Let's run our this little friend through through our die cutting machine. I prefer the Gina K the Gina K Designs. What the heck is this thing called? I can never remember. Does it have a name? Where is it? The Gina K Intracut. My goodness. If I'm going to be a spokesperson for Gina K, I have to get my act together. All right. Set that over there. Yeah, we're going to be going till 8 tonight, that's for sure. Sorry, everybody that had somewhere to be. You know, if you have to go, you can go. You won't hurt my feelings, but I will miss you. All right. Whew. So that's going to go like that, but we're going to pop it up because where we pop it up, we can place our little... Oh my goodness, I love this so much. All right. Whew. Sorry if I scared everybody. You know, I get so excited. I can't help it. All right, so we're going to grab our secondary panel. So this secondary panel, these are just printed. So we can just place this behind here and still get that same oomph, right? But before we do that, we are going to cut out this centerpiece with one of our dies for another card because I don't want to waste the inside of this. So I think we can get away with cutting out a piece about this size to go onto maybe this guy here. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out together. Correct. Syndication. That's what I call it. We are syndicated. So go ahead right up to your 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And this is really just going to teach us or kind of school us on how to use all of our pieces. So I want to use this piece for another card that's still going to kind of look the same, but it's going to be different because we're mixing and matching pieces. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I think that mixing and matching pieces really is what makes the card world go round, in my humble opinion. All right. So let's grab our die cutting machine back. Ooh. I'll tell you, these suction cups have been suctioning lately. I don't know what's gotten into them, but it's a different world than it used to be. I mean, they've always suctioned, but I mean, these are really... All right, we'll run that through there. All right. So that's then going to give us our... Oh my goodness. Things are flying. Sorry, everybody. That's going to give our inner piece. You know, everybody's always looking for inner piece. All right. So we're going to use this. And then I have an idea for our other one. You will see in one moment. Okay. So now let's start putting these pieces together. Set this up here. We're going to put this on here. We will look at how fun that is. I wish you could see this in real life because, I mean, it makes all the difference seeing it in real life. Oh no. I need a refill. I think I just saw one the other day. Haha. And don't worry, we're going to use some gems. I always have to have my good Judy's refills. All right, so we're going to place this like so. And wasn't it so sad when I first hopped on tonight, because there's no cards behind me anymore. We have to fill that space up again, right? We work on that every Tuesday and Thursday here on the Christopher Allen channel and the Brutus Monroe channel. Every Tuesday and Thursday. All right. Okay, so now let's go ahead and grab ourselves some card bases. Luckily at Brutus Monroe we have them pre-cut and pre-scored because nobody has time to be, I mean, we want to use all of our time on creating these beautiful cards, right? Who the heck wants to spend hours and hours and hours cutting card bases and scoring them? Not me. That's why I made sure that we sold them. Because you have to remember, I am a very selfish creator in the respect of I make things for me and I just hope and pray that you like them too. I do. I really do. And I'm glad that most of you do like the things that we come out with, because if not, we'd be in trouble. All right, so let's take our little friend here. Oh wait, first let's center this right in the middle. Oh, I love it. I love it already. Where in tarnation? Oh, here they are. Okay, so let's see here. So we need this to be no larger than our small oval friend here. I'd say about there. Did I eyeball that right? Sure did. All right. So we're going to place this right in the center because we want it to be popped up, but we don't want people to know how we popped it up, right? That's the magic. So we'll pop that right in the center there. Oh my goodness, I love it. And then this is going to go on top of there. And then we're going to put one of these little friends down here, and then our sentiment, and then we'll be off to the races. Don't worry, we'll use a couple of gems, but let's go ahead and let's color this in. I'm going to use my color palette here to color it in. I mean, all the colors are represented there, but I think if we use our color palette, that'll make it a little bit easier. And this pen is real juicy. All right. And I did cut these out of our perfect blend paper. Because that paper is and has been my favorite paper for coloring on. Hello, Amy. So many of you are shopping with me tonight. I sure appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you get it a little bit outside of the lines, that's okay. That's part of the appeal, right? And sometimes you can push the color back. And remember, this little stamp that I'm using, you can only get if you spend $60 this month. And there's no limit to how many you receive. So there's a lot of you I know that received more than one, because I saw them going into orders. So you can receive more than one and give it to a friend. Please give it to a friend. They will love it. And remember, we do have a full scale of colors behind here. So that's why I'm kind of using all the colors of the rainbow, because of that scale. Although, I seem to be missing my blue. We have a thief amongst us. And the thief is probably me, because I probably set it down somewhere. Oh, is this it here? Nope, that's tan. We're in tarnation. Hold on. We might just be using a turquoise. Let's use a turquoise. I don't know where the blue is. It's here somewhere. Probably rolled under the desk or something. Does that happen to you? Probably rolled right under that desk. I like this blue anyway. We have a lot of this blue. And we'll do some purple in the background. Not me. What do you mean? What happened? Oh, you didn't get 2, you said? No, you're not the thief. Okay. Well, I will be dusting for fingerprints. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, let's grab a pink for the heart. All right, and then let's color in our beautiful sunflower. So let's use the lighter on the outside. Yes, the Men of Monroe tomorrow. We sure have been having fun, huh? Okay. Then the darker shade for the face. Oh my goodness, I love that. Then a little bit of green. Okay. And then last but not least, some of the darker teal for the mouth. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it, I love it. This stamp is the incentive stamp. You better. So that will go right there in the center. Oh my goodness, I love it. All right, so let's grab a little bit of glue here. Place that right in the center so that covers up where that little piece was. And then since we have the rainbow, or should we just give ourselves another little friend down here in the corner? Or let's do a rainbow friend. Yeah. So place this in the corner. Well, down in the base, I guess you can say. And then we'll add the thank you for sharing your world right across there. And we'll call that done. Now, obviously, we are going to need some gems. Duh. But look at that. Using our little freebie stamp. So now we got to let this... Yeah, the camera goes in and out of focus about 3,000 times. So I'm going to use my little share handmade kindness to hold all of that down. And let's go move on to number 2. So for number 2, we're going to place another one of our little fun spiralies in the middle. But for this guy, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to ink blend our little friend. I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper, grab a little bit of adhesive. We're going to ink blend this one. We might be able to ink blend them with just inks that we have left. That turned out to be a lie. Hold on. I think I saw my favorite ink colors here. My favorite rainbow. Yep, bee sting. We're just going to ink blend this guy. Start with red. Now, of course, you can go in and you can color this if you want. I just want to show you different ways of doing it. And then we're going to go in with our orange, which is the guppy. because this is a small, kind of a small area to blend. So we're going to go straight across here. Now you could blend this before you stamp it, but it's completely up to you. So now we're going to go in with some green. We don't have, some yellow. We don't have to worry about any purples here because there isn't any purple in it. We've got some yellow. Now some green. Oh, we've got 15 minutes. This is what it's going to be like for my birthday class. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. The birthday class is going to be so much fun. And now the blue at the very tippity top here. Which is Remember Me. And I think that adds just the right amount of color for us to place in the middle there. Isn't that fun? All right, let me grab another card base. Okay. We have the love in the background. This one we're not going to put another backer base on. And then this is the one that we're not going to pop up. But we are going to pop up. And look at how simple. That just adds a little extra oomph. But this is the one that we will pop up. Luckily, we have a little extra. And this would work really great with those florals that we released last month. Okay, and then we're going to take our sentiment again. I think we'll place it across there. So we want to add another little one of this guy, or I think we'll forgo our little sticker on this one. Yes, April 19th. I can't wait. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it so much. All right. Now we're going to put this one to the side and put this one under the microscope. But we are going to use our strips for this one, okay? So in order to do that, let me set this one back here because we're going to do all of our gemming at once. So in order to do that, we need to figure out what colors we want to use for our background. So I'm going to say that we should probably go with the colors that are in the box because those colors match pretty perfectly. So, and we're just going to stamp. You'll see what I'm going to do with the thingies. So I think we should just go with these three colors, right? So let's just cut them all in half. We're going to do a little strip stuff with our die of the month. So we'll just cut this like as close to in half as possible. Well, I don't think I could ever do that again. All right. Because this also matches the outside. And again, I'm just trying to give you ideas, kind of right off the bat. And we're going to use this one to create some little lines. You'll see. All right. Whoop! Almost went. We got it. It's because things are stacked on top of things on top of things. All right, so this should be dry by now. So let's go ahead and set that to the side. Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness, we already are going to have 3 cards right off the bat. So let's put our glue to the side. Can we do it in 12 minutes? Probably not. We're going to try. We are certainly going to try. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see here. So I think I want my main color to be this beautiful phone book. So because of that, oh by gosh, by golly, where did I put those dies? Oh, here they are. I think what we're going to do is we're going to stack 4 in the center. Yeah, okay. So here's our first one. See how it fits perfectly on here? We're going to do a cool little stacking. And this again, remember, this is the die of the month this month. Ooh. Okay, whoopsies. Whoopsie whoopsies. All right. Whoopsies. Almost did that backwards. Gina K would be like, Christopher Allen, get it together. We only have 10 minutes till Gina K goes live. I have to get done with this. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. So that's our first 4. I'm going to set that to the side so we don't lose them. Keep our paper here though. Okay. So that's our first 4. We're going to kind of finagle it to see how we want to do it. Once it's all said and done. I think what we'll probably do is do them next to each other. What is the box called with everything in it? So that is the inspiration box. So we have an inspiration box this month. We have an inspiration box every month. And then we also have, what's the word I'm looking for? We also have, where you can get the items, the add-on items that work with it. So there's a couple different ways. All right, so our last one, our last strips that we're going to do are going to be the glitter. Now for the glitter, I know, right? 9 minutes. For the glitter, we're going to have to do a little bit differently because this does not like to stick. The tape does not like to stick to the glitter, so we just have to be very careful and send this through. And I know I'm going to be wasting glitter stock. I apologize, but there's no other way for me to do this. Okay, did it work? By the skin of my teeth. All right. So that's that for that. That's that for that, but we are going to use, we're going to need it again in a second here. So let's go ahead and let's figure out how we are going to line this all up. I'm so glad. I'm so excited that you guys are getting this die for Die of the Month. We were going to do it as a separate one. I was like, no. Die of the Month, please. All right, so I think what we'll do is we're going to go like this. Then this. And then this. What do we think? I think that works perfectly. Just got to make sure that it's kind of centered there. Yeah, I love that. All right, so we're going to start here. I'm going to start with some adhesive to make sure that we're kind of centered here. We don't want to go off at an angle either. Because remember, this is the one that was a little bit Wonkalina because I accidentally cut it down to the wrong size, right? And remember, every month we do accept new members into the die of the month, but you also have to remember we only have so many spots. It's not unlimited. You know, we have to order them, have them manufactured, so on and so forth. So we do not have an unlimited amount. I think we might be pretty centered. We'll see in a second how it looks. I'd say we did pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit over to this side, but all we'll do is we'll just put our oval a little bit further over. I think that's good. Yep, perfect. All right, so now what we can do is we can trim these. You can keep them if you want. I think it's something you can just trim off. We still have our glitz from our foil. Now see how perfect that. It's a little bit to the left, but we're going to pretend that that was what we wanted. And then we're going to take our little tiny strips here, and those are going to cover up the in-between. Okay? See what I'm saying? We could probably just do that with this adhesive too. Yeah, we sure can. I was going to use glue, but it's going to be covered, so love it. It's not currently adding. What is not adding? The incentive stamp. Uh-oh. I can fix it. Yeah, they'll make sure it goes in. I did not check it before I came on and began live. That's my fault. I should have. I'm assuming that also, I would assume the rest of the team didn't check it either. Unfortunately, but I will check it as soon as I am done. As soon as I'm done on the live. And I'll also check the orders after I'm done. On the live. Okay. So you can see how those little strips just add so much to that. Snip, snip, snip. Snip, snip, snip. And look at how perfect that inlay is. Isn't that so cool? All right, so I think we're going to go with 3 minutes. Oh my word. A smaller die to stamp on. What if we went in this direction? Oh my goodness, a stroke of genius. Will this fit? No, it will not. We're going to have to go with this one. That's okay. If I had more time, I didn't want to interrupt Gina's broadcast, we would do it differently, but we don't. So we go ahead and cut this out real quick. Lickety split like. Stamp it real quick. Then we gotta do some gems and then we'll be done. Some quick little gems. Might be a minute over. A minute or two. All right. Penny, that very well might be the next thing. The next thing that you get access to. And by very well, I mean I'm going to just have to give you access to being able to check that freebie. All right. Okay, dokie. So let's go ahead and place this in the center here. Let's grab our stamp. Pop that up towards the top. Grab our other sentiment. Okay. And let's stamp away. Did you see what I did? Because I'm trying to go too fast. I stamped the sentiment upside down. That's what I get. It's been years since I've done that. All right. I hear birds are chirping out there. All right. Got a little bit of ink there, but that's okay. That's an opportunity for a gem, if you ask me. All right. For this one, we're going to color in the rainbow. The same colors as the rest of the card. Okay. Okie dokie. So we're going to start, we'll do yellow, green, and blue all the way down. Because then that'll match everything. I think there might be a birdhouse or a bird's nest right outside of my studio. Because I can hear them loud and clear. I love the sound of birds, though. Do you? For me, it means spring is coming. Oh no, we're a little bit over, but that's okay. If you gotta go, I understand. Sure, there's got it. There's probably a real hoot and holler over there right now. Got our blue. right, we'll do our little pink heart here. Oops, a doozy. Push that back in there. All right, we need our green leaves. Light yellow. And then our dark yellow. And then some of the darker blue for the mouth. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. And this puppy's going to get popped up on top of here, but I think we need to add a little something around the outside. So I think I'm going to use my gray marker that I normally use. And just add a little bit of shading around the outside here. Okay. I think I'm going to add just a little bit of yellow, just to get rid of some of that white, stark white. And I think that looks good. All right, let me grab another little pop-up here. Oh, I shouldn't have done that before I adhered the whole thing, but we're going to place this over like so. Now we have all that glitz and glitter from the back. Remember, we also foiled. So we did all of these tonight with the incentive stamp. Whoopsies. Incentive stamp, and that's just going to have to live a little crooked because I pulled that whole thing up. Incentive stamp and we used the die of the month. We did a lot tonight. It's quite the live. Oh wait, this is going to be real small, so I need to do, what should I use for our background? Should I use the other checkers to bring in some color? I sure will. All right, we're not going to get a trimmer out for this because we're already over. We're going rogue and trimming with the scissor. Can you believe it? All right, pop that on there like so. Lots of adhesive here. All right. Oh, I love it so much. All right, so let me put this on top here for a second so that can sit. Let me grab some of our beautiful, I'm going to use the blue shift tonight, just because I feel like there's a little bit of blue in all of our cards. Okay. Let's add some gems. Just here and there. You know? Because I don't really think a card is ever fully complete without a couple of gems. And I think I'll add two and two. And of course I'll show you these tomorrow once they're all dry. Or not tomorrow. Well, maybe I'll show you tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow. Did anybody get the egg tray tonight? Okay, there's one. Let's set this aside. Whoops. Did anybody? Because we'll be pulling those egg trays tomorrow. Oh, I love those gems on there. All right, and then our last one. Oh my goodness. We're definitely putting a gem here. All right, and that'll be our gems for the evening. Three quick little cards. By quick, it's 8:10, 10 minutes over. Ten minutes over my curfew. Okay. There we go. You get 5 eggs. Oh my goodness, Laura, I can't wait. And I'm going to make sure to put your freebie in there. So here are the 3 cards that we made tonight. They're all so different, but so, I mean, the same style, but just so different. And I think they turned out a lot of fun, or they were a lot of fun. Is that what I'm trying to say? Let me put them back here. We have our first 3 cards for the month. On the first of the month, which is wild, because that's not, we don't usually have 3 cards already on the first of the month. I have a feeling this is going to be a really, really fun month. I can just feel it. So, all right, everybody, let's go to our front view. Take a look at how they look back there. There's our 3 cards so far this month. All right, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you so very much. Remember to create something every single day, whether it is simply a really groovy card for someone you love or your own ending. I will see you all tomorrow while I am live packing with Miss Jessica, and Chris will be packing, and we're certainly going to have a lot of fun. So thank you all so much, and I will see you all very soon. Good night, my friends.